welcome back to the Crossing the Streams podcast. I'm your host, Brigadoon, and I'm joined today by my associate, my compatriot, my friend, Mr. Irrelevant, right here. And we
What
want to
is
say
going on,
hello.
Briggs? Hello, hello, hello. How are you today, my friend?
I'm doing well. How about
Good,
yourself?
man. I'm doing well, man. Can't complain. Nice, relaxing day. It's pretty solid weekend, so, you know.
Nice. It's Thanksgiving week this
Yes.
week. We have it's a big week coming up for for citizens of the United States, and it's a when I say a big week, I mean like like we're
My
gonna have to
God,
loosen our belts.
that's right. I love it.
Oh man, I'm excited personally. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, just for the good eats. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got good eats, you got family and friend time. If you're a sports person, you have sports. It's like
Huge
you
football game for us.
yeah, like you can't go wrong with Thanksgiving at all. It's absolutely incredible.
For real, for real. Anyways, I'm excited to have Irrelevant on the podcast this week because there's a lot of things that we're involved with coming up over the next few weeks and the next month or so. And do you want to just like say something about GA real quick just to get us started? Just tell us
Yeah,
what.
so for anybody that doesn't know, I'm the owner and founder of a multimedia organization called Global Alteration. Briggs here is actually one of our fabulous members. He is our community manager and a streamer. Oh, he hit him with this shit. Look, but yeah, we have a lot of great things in store for the end of this year. With our merch launch that's getting ready to drop, with our team website. But most importantly, the biggest thing is, our first actual charity stream to, kind of give back to the community, which we're absolutely super excited about. We can't wait for it. For a lot of us, this is our first, but, we're super excited to give back to, such a great cause, honestly.
Yeah, and he said it. It's our first charity stream. If you're here in the chat, you're currently a part of the first ever GA charity stream. This is it right here. We are raising money for Team C's. You probably heard of it. If you haven't heard of it, you can hit exclamation point Team C's in the chat, and there's a little bit about it there. Basically, we're raising money for ocean conservation, and and I think it's a great cause. It's a great fundraiser to be a part of because it is such a global thing right now. With Mr. Beast kind of like spearheading the entire thing, and Mark Rober, and obviously they're huge and they're bringing a lot of publicity to it. But the whole idea behind it is to get like regular people to donate here and there, you know. So we want to be part of that, and that's why we're getting involved with Team C's.
Which honestly, I mean, big shout out to everybody over there, Mr. Beast and Mark and everybody, that even has started this. I mean, it's honestly it's a great cause. When Briggs had, brought it to my attention, I was just like, well, of course, like this just makes sense, it's not something that's just, within America, it's global, and so it honestly it makes sense for us being a global, multimedia organization, and obviously being about the positivity and helping to instill change and things like that within the world, to actually be able to make some contributions to that to help, with
Looks like did you freeze up on us? Uh oh. Looks like Irrelevant froze a little bit. Let's see if we can get this pulled back up. It wouldn't be a break stream without a little bit of technical difficulties. See if we can get this pulled back up. In the meantime, I can't pull up my camera because it's attached to Discord right now. Uh, I'm at, I'm in contact with our team of technical experts trying to get this solved. AKA monkeys with typewriters. Hang on. I don't know what's going on here. Um okay, he's restarting Discord. In the meantime, I think he was talking about I don't know. I don't know what to do with my Hey Z, how's it going? I don't know what to do with my screen here. But anyways, with with what he was saying, he was talking about how GA is excited to get on board with Team C's, and I agree 100%. Um, nature and whatnot has always been a cause that's near and dear to my heart. So, oh, looks like we got a call coming in. Okay, are we back?
I think we're back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my goodness. Wow,
Can
we apologize. It's not we. I apologize about that. Obviously, on my end. Gotta love technology.
Now it looks like our crack team of technological experts have solved the problem here. So
Yes, thank you guys so much. Big shout out to that rat 2K.
yeah, I hope 2K's here. Oh my gosh. Courtney said a true podcast sound only. That's
Yes, you know?
you got it. That's what we're going for. It's authenticity.
Yes, we planned that, guys. So
Okay, anyways, you were in the middle of talking about GA with Team C's, I think.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, ultimately, again, when Briggs brought this to me, a couple weeks ago, he talked about what Team Seas was about, us getting involved with it and things. It was honestly, it was a no-brainer for us because I mean, here it's something that it's a global movement. It's not just something that's strictly within the states. Obviously we're a global multimedia organization, and so it was just the no-brainer, honestly. I mean, we're all about working to help instill change and alter the way that things are within the world, and so this is something that we knew as an organization that we wanted to get behind to be able to show love and support to Mr. Beast and everybody over there at Team C's the best way that we can to help give our contributions back to society as a whole. And ultimately, I mean, heck, who doesn't love the ocean? Like
For
why
real.
like we got to help save the ocean, man. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, and the other thing that I love about this particular fundraiser, well, first of all, just to point out, every donation from this particular stream is gonna be going towards our $500 goal for Team C's, and I'll hit you with the exclamation point Team C's in the chat. Just click that link, and that'll take you to our fundraiser page, and you can donate. We can see real time who's putting in donations, and we've got our $500 goal on there. Cool thing about the donation page is we can always raise the goal, but they don't let you lower the goal. So
We ain't looking to go down. We looking to go up, folks. Okay. So once we hit that goal, we gonna keep going, man.
for real. And then the other cool thing I like about this is that the overall goal for the fundraiser is $30 million, which is a lot. Um, but like us doing our small part could really like it could have an impact, you know? Because like let's say we do our small part, and then a thousand other streamers or orgs or whatever do their small part, then like who knows? Maybe we hit the 30 million.
And that would be absolutely incredible, and so listen. So throughout, for us, we're gonna be from starting today, starting right now. Obviously, as Briggs had kind of talked about, until December the 22nd. So, you know, it gives us about a month. Um, we will be kind of hosting and having like a bunch of various, you know, charity events and things along the lines. Be sure to check out our Twitter and stuff. Um, I was about to say exclamation point because I was just thinking of something else. At Altered Globe, just to kind of stay tuned and kind of see, you know, as far as like who might be hosting a charity stream. Obviously it could be Briggs, it could be myself, you know, it could be Jenny, it could be Force, like it could, you know, just be a variety of us. But regardless, even if you go into any of our streamers streams at any time, you know, you hit that exclamation point, Team C's, you know, you can make your kind of contributions um to again to such a great cause. So let's really hype this thing up. You know, tell your brother, your sister, your cousins, your aunties, your mom, your dad, your grandparents. Tell everybody, you know, about such a great cause that, you know, we're looking to really help and give back to.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely get as many people involved as you can. And I think that's Micah in the chat said, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" Personally, I'm visiting my family and Courtney's family. Gonna be a great
Nice.
time. A lot of food probably will be.
What is your favorite food to eat on Thanksgiving besides turkey?
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Like turkey doesn't make the top of the list for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, I dig it. I mean, I'm a huge turkey guy, but it's not like, yeah.
yeah, I do. I like turkey. I do, but my favorite food for Thanksgiving is probably ham. Like a nice juicy, like slow cooked ham. It's hard to beat.
Briggs, you got my mouth watering right now, brother.
I'm
I
telling
could
you,
go.
man.
Mm,
Turkey can't stand up. It can't. And the
I'm,
great thing about ham is that you got ham. Well, it's I mean turkey too. You got ham for Thanksgiving and you got ham for Christmas.
that's very true.
Yeah,
So it's the dual, whereas turkey, you just think turkey of Thanksgiving and on it like I like turkey, but it's super dry
it is
and
dry. Like
y-
you got to work to make it good.
yeah, yeah. So I can get down with some ham.
For real. And you know what else I've thought about in the past is why do they put the two big food holidays right next to each other?
And what have you come to the conclusion for that?
I don't know, man. I just wish it was more spread out, you know?
I agree.
It seems
Like
like
they should have
you right at the end of the year you gain like 10, 15 pounds.
the freshman 15.
And then and then what? You're supposed to make like a New Year's resolution to lose it again? Like I don't know, man. It's
So
like
then
back and
maybe
forth.
that's why they, so then maybe that's why they did it.
I
Is
guess,
because
man.
they know that every year everybody has the same exact New Year's resolution. I'm guilty of it too. What is that? Oh, I'm gonna get in shape. Oh, I'm gonna lose, you know, all this weight. And then, you know, the gyms are packed for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then it's just like everybody kind of goes back to living life. And it's like, yeah, I'm tired of waking up at 5 in the morning for this. Like,
I'm gonna be
so maybe that is
honest.
why.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the energy to go to the gym every day. I just don't. Like, I'm sorry if Skipper is watching this. I know he's like back there,
Beefcake.
beefcake. Listen, dude. There's no gains. Not here.
Listen, I can, but I can tell you this. Especially with having, you know, family and things like that, it gets hard, obviously, you know, and so if I can at least hit 3 times a week, I'm pretty golden with that. You know, whereas in the past, obviously, it was just consistent, you know, at least 5 days. But at this point in time in my life, if I can hit 3 days, I'm okay. I think it's mostly just about how you feel as a person. As long as you feel good as a person, you know, you feel healthy, then it's all right.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm not. I mean, you're doing better than I am. The best I do is like I can do some 12-ounce curls.
I
Here
like
and
it.
there.
Yep. That's great.
Also, Micah, watch it. I'll ban you. I'm not afraid. That's my coworker, by the way.
Nice. Welcome, Micah. We love to see it. You work with an incredible individual.
All right, so let's talk about irrelevant. What's going on with your channel recently?
So, man, I'll be honest. I was actually just thinking about this the other day. As I'm kind of gearing up to, go live, right after this and things like it's just been kind of like this is a period for me that I've just been super busy lately. At the beginning of this month, my son was in the hospital for a week. He was in, the pediatric ICU, so I was dealing with that. Um, it's getting to the end of my school year. I'm back in school, kind of working towards my LPC to be a licensed professional counselor. So, just getting slammed with a bunch of projects and things like that, that it's like, I'll be honest, there's some days I don't feel it, whether I'm just, I'm tired, I might have an assignment or something, my family might need me. And so things have been kind of a little rocky, I'll be honest, and I can hold myself accountable for that, but at the same time, I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, it's life, and this is my real life responsibilities and things. And, I think the people, my supporters and community and things like that, they definitely understand. Because for me, it's not like, I'm trying to make this into a career. I just truly I love streaming. I love entertaining people, I love interacting with people. So yeah, streams have been kind of like up and down for me lately. But again, as I'm hoping that, my semester's getting to the end, things will kind of pick back up. I got a lot of exciting things kind of going into year three. Like, folks, I've been streaming now for like I just had my 2 year anniversary, so we're in the third year now. And it's crazy to me to even think about that. Like, just along the journey, to meet great individuals like yourself, and your whole community and everything like that,
Who,
man.
me?
It's yes, you, man. Like in the whole brigade crew, man. It's been incredible, but I really have a lot of great, I want to do some things different this year, to kind of mix some things up. A lot of people, you typically see me with Fortnite, but again, I just want to start expanding my horizon more, whether it's, focusing more on RPGs, maybe venturing out into another, first person shooter. I don't know. We'll kind of see what's in store. But yeah, I mean, we're still around. We're still here, man.
All right, so some big things, and that's something that we've talked about in the past on the podcast with Sploderman and even Force. I think we talked about it a little bit. Is like just running out of gas, you know?
Hmm.
And I think everybody runs into it. Even if you look at like the biggest of the biggest, like the top 1% of Twitch streamers, they all will run into the same thing. That and those are guys that are dedicating all of their time
Hmm.
to their channel. It's not even like they're working 40 hours and then trying to make content on top of it. So it's like it's a whole other set of challenges for sure. Cuz like you might think it's like it's a cakewalk to just one day, start a channel and make it something, It takes a lot of work, more than people realize. And I think that's when a lot of the burnout comes in.
Hmm.
Is like you kind of and I'm speaking from experience. I don't want to speak for irrelevant, but for me, like coming in and hitting affiliate and everything's going good, and then your growth kind of starts to go like this maybe not getting as much growth as you would expected, and then you'll start to feel like maybe I don't have the energy for it now, maybe I need to take a break, or like maybe this isn't for me or whatever. But I found that just like sticking with it, and like almost always if I feel have one of those days where I wake up and I feel like I don't want to stream, like I want to just like go back to sleep or something, I will almost always regret it if I don't, and then I'll almost always be happier if I do stream,
Hmm.
just because it's
And
fun.
And honestly, to piggyback off of that, Briggs, like a couple points that I was thinking about as you talked about it, specifically with that piece, like, when you don't necessarily feel like it. Honestly, sometimes, like, for me personally, like a lot of my best dreams have come when like I just literally didn't feel like it at all. Like I was just like, you know what, like I'm gonna do this. We'll kind of see what happens. And then boom, like just craziness starts going off in the chat or whatever. And then it's like, at the end of the stream, you're like, dang, like I'm really glad that I actually did that. And then the fact of when you do look at a lot of the top 1%, and this is advice for, just any, new streamer that's coming out there and things like that. And it's something I always say, it's a marathon, man. It's not a sprint. When you look at the Nick's Mercs of the world, when you look at the Ninjas of the world, when you look at the Cypher PKs, the Dr. Lupos, like all of those guys, they've been doing this for like years,
Mm-hmm.
5+ years, 10 years, you know what I mean? And it's like, you put in the time and eventually like you're going to reach that plateau. But if you even don't reach that, that platform, whatever the case may be, it's okay, because at the end of the day it's not necessarily meant for everybody. And 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 I've seen some interesting things on Twitter where people have kind of said, because you had talked about how when you hit affiliate and then it's like you're kind of like on the steady or like a downward or whatever, there needs to be something between like the affiliate and partner status, because I think,
Partner is just
you know,
so huge.
it is. And then it's like, when you're not getting what the average of like 75 or whatever the case may be, you're just kind of like, yeah, I'm never gonna hit partner. And so like there needs to be like a rising star, or you know what I mean? Like just more different tiers that individuals can kind of work towards, to give them that continued motivation that's there.
I agree. I actually agree. I haven't thought about that until you just now mentioned it, but that is a good idea. Like something in between where maybe you don't get like the full partner
Hmm.
like status that you get everything that comes with that, but you get like maybe something more. But I agree with that. That's a good idea. I don't know if there's something like that, that's been suggested, or if Twitch is gonna be doing anything like that. But I mean, we'll see.
Listen, Twitch, I
I
know
know
you
you're
hear me
watching,
right now. I know you're watching me right now, because
Jeff.
if Jeff, if I say some off the wall stuff, this will all get shut down right now. So look me in my eyes right now, Jeff, and I'm telling you this. You need to add another tier besides just affiliate and partner. There needs to be something in between there, Jeff, okay? And Twitch, and listen to me very clearly. I'm telling you, this would give people more motivation, to continue to do it, because that's what we're missing. That's what you guys are missing. So get with it, Twitch.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's beautiful.
That was a great moment.
Oh, okay. So we were talking about like burnout and stuff.
Hmm.
And like I said, I think everybody kind of goes through that. Um and you know whether you decide, cuz there's definitely been a lot of people that since I started streaming I've met a lot of people and I've seen them, whether on Twitter or whatever, starting to like kind of burn out and say, maybe this isn't for me. And that's totally fine. You know? It really isn't for everybody, but I mean, it's for me.
Yeah, and I think, and at least for me personally, because I like how you did that too. It's like, listen, I'm not speaking for anybody. I'm just speaking for me personally. Um, would it be great to make this, a career that it was like, man, like I could just do this? Of course. It would be fantastic, but I think also it's something that a lot of people nowadays, you just think that I can click a button and I can go live on a camera and I'm just going to start making thousands and thousands and millions of dollars. And it's like, that's not the case.
Wanna be famous?
And it's like, you know you just kind of put all your eggs in one basket, and then when it doesn't work out, you're just kind of like So, I would encourage people, not just necessarily put all your eggs in one basket, understand that it's okay to have an actual real life, it's okay to spend time with family and friends, and it's okay to have a job because I think having that balance there, um, makes the content creation and things like that makes it enjoyable. That I don't I feel like then maybe like you don't necessarily burn out as quick, if that makes kind of sense.
Yeah, I
Um,
could agree with that.
Whereas, if your sole focus was again, you just have all your eggs in one basket and then it fails and then you're just like, or you're not seeing the results that you want, that then it's just like, oh my God, because then that starts trickling into your own, how you view yourself, your self-worth, and now we're talking about a lot of mental health things that, you just start beating yourself up that nobody should really not I don't want to speak and say that nobody should really does it because I mean, heck, we're all guilty of beating ourselves up and things like that, but you guys catch what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. I think that's a good like kind of thing to have in the back of your mind if you
Hmm.
are thinking about, getting started with streaming or like YouTube or anything.
Hmm.
But man, I will say like this is kind of unrelated, but like getting into YouTube, that's a whole different.
Whole beast.
Oh my gosh. YouTube, like editing, like even I make TikToks sometimes. Those things they're no joke. They take forever, man. And like making a whole one time I made like a what was it? Like a 10-minute YouTube video. It took me like 3 days. I mean, I get some like people have practiced and whatever, but that's what I'm saying. It takes work and practice.
Mhm. It does, and that's kind of the behind the scene things that I seen somebody else that kind of talked about it before to where it's, let's say for instance, I don't know, you typically stream like 4 hours of stream, right? And you stream what, 4 or 5 days out of the week. So that gives you what, 20 hours of stream time. And they talked about the importance of cutting that in half. So instead of a 4 hour stream, let's do a 2 hour stream and let's focus the other 2 hours on, whether it be editing a video, whether it be networking. I think that's one big thing as far as for growth that people kind of take for granted is that networking piece and utilizing like Twitter and obviously the YouTubes and TikToks and things like that. Like getting your content out there in other areas is extremely important. And I can say as far as I feel like for me personally as a streamer, like I have kind of like the Twitter piece of things down. Um, I lack with like the YouTube and the TikTok thing. And so it's just super I become super inconsistent with it. And so I think that that's something that, you know, as I've now been streaming for 2 years and things like in this third year, like I think I really kind of want to start focusing a lot more on kind of those aspects of things and just, ultimately see how, it brings growth and things like that for the channel.
No, I totally agree. And I'm the same way. Like I'm pretty good about like Twitter. Um and I was really good with TikTok for a while there, but it's time consuming like I said, and I like
Hmm.
got to the point where I wanted to spend my time doing other stuff and it's hard to like commit to that. I think what you said about like stream less, spend more time doing things that are going to make impressions, let's say,
Hmm.
like
Yep.
discoverability.
Yeah, I mean
Because
that's
you could stream to 0 people for 6 hours and it's not going to do anything. Or you could be like commenting on someone's tweet, be going into someone else's stream, talking to them like, hey, oh, you like Dark Souls? I love Dark Souls. Like, let's be friends, you know?
yep.
Stuff like that. Or making TikToks, making impressions that way. Because like TikTok is a lot of fun. It's like some of the most fun I've ever had on social media, like making TikToks. Um, but like I said, it's a lot of work. But what you were saying, there was something I wanted to say, and it slipped my mind. Hopefully, it comes back.
Don't you love when that happens?
Oh, dude, it's the best. It's the best.
Where it's like, oh my God, I have this $1 million thing that I needed to say, but it's like, where did you just go? Like, you just left.
I'll think of it in the shower like tomorrow or something.
Right, right. And it's like, shoot, that's what I wanted to say.
And then
Like right there.
I'll DM Irrelevant on Twitter and I'll be like, what are you
Right?
talking about? Well, dude, I think we're about out of time for the podcast. Are you going live after this?
Yes, I am. So I've been neglecting it. I gotta finish up House of Ashes, man. I'm getting down here to the end, so we're gonna plan on finishing that up tonight. So, you
Heck yeah,
know, uh,
dude.
obviously anybody, kind of pop on over, irrelevant underscore 00, come over, hang out. But most importantly, be sure to again, follow Global Alteration on Twitter, at Altered Globe. Um, if anybody wants to put it in the chat, whatever the case may be sure to follow, to kind of, just kind of stay up with this Team C's thing, and be able to kind of see what streamers are kind of live with a charity event, and not even necessarily just with like an event, but most importantly, like, if you go in there again, you hit exclamation point Team C's, you can drop your donations in there, because again, it's not about us, man. It's for a bigger cause. It's to help, the ocean, help clean it up, help save, animals and things like that. And us over at Global Alteration, that's what we're about, man. Again, just helping kind of spark that change, the best way that we can. So, yeah. And Briggs, I mean, I appreciate you, with allowing me, on, the podcast. I absolutely love this, what you're doing, what you guys are doing over here, man. It's absolutely incredible.
Hey, we're just having a good time, man.
That's it, man. Appreciate it.
All right, let's do the outro.
Let's do it.
Oh, hey, mom. Mom's in the chat.
Hi, Mama Briggs.
All right, well, that's gonna do it for tonight's episode. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. If you did, be sure to follow us on Twitter so you can stay up to date on all the latest and greatest concerning myself and Irrelevant. You can find me on Twitter at Brigadoon, and I don't have Irrelevant's Twitter handle off the top of my head, but um, I mean, if you just follow
At
Altered Globe, you go ahead.
at Mr. underscore irrelevant 00, you can follow.
There you go, at Mr. underscore Irrelevant. All right, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Crossing the Streams podcast. I'll see you later, Irrelevant.
See you, Briggs.